All right, today I wanted to touch on the topic of knee pain. So if you are someone, your knee is hurting, you're trying to figure out what to do to get it better. You're wondering, should I be working out? Should I be resting it? What should I be doing? My knee is hurting. What do I need to do to get this thing feeling better? And first of all, let's start off assuming, nothing majorly structural that you know of is going on. No broken bones, nothing torn, majorly, that kind of thing. Let's assume that that's not going on, but you are having knee pain of some sort. What can you do to get it feeling better, to get you restored to working out, these types of things? Number one, if you are having joint pain of any kind, I always tell everybody, number one place to start, if you have joint pain of any kind, neck, back, hip, knees, whatever, stretch. Stretch before bed. If you're not stretching before bed, there's something magical that happens, I don't know how to describe it, about stretching before bed. It helps you to sleep better. A lot of times when we have pain, it's hard to sleep as well at night, which is, you're not getting as much recovery in the joints as well. But stretch before bed, 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to put a link in the downloads to give you the stretching routine that I typically do before bed. But if you are not stretching before bed, if you have joint pain of any kind and you are not stretching before bed, that is always number one. That usually just stretching before bed makes all kinds of stuff feel better. You'll wake up feeling better. A lot of times when we have joint pain, you wake up feeling really stiff. If you stretch before bed, you're going to sleep better and you're going to find that you wake up and you don't feel as stiff when you do that. So number one, stretch before bed. While you are stretching, I want you to apply what I call, I'm working on a name for it, the accelerated flexibility technique is what we'll call it for now, which is super, super simple. It will almost instantly increase your flexibility, and you can apply this when you are working out. If you're working out in the gym at all, you can apply this technique as well, and it will actually help to get your knees feeling better as well, which is it's super, super simple. Whenever you do your stretching routine, wherever you feel where you are overly tight or restricted, wherever you feel the main amount of restriction in your body, super simple. Just touch that area. Take your finger and just touch that area just very lightly. What you have in your body is you have fascia. Fascia is this web that surrounds all over your body. Think about like meat. It has the webbing that's around the meat. You have that same thing around all of your muscles. It wraps around your whole body, this fascia does. But it's right underneath your skin, so you don't have to touch very hard. A lot of times we think we have to push and massage and really get down deep into the muscle to get a change. But this fascia is like the master thing that controls a lot about how our joints feel. And it's right underneath the skin. A lot of times you can feel it, little knots right underneath the skin. You'll feel like little balls of tissue that are kind of bound up there, and just touching them and then doing the stretching, adding a little bit of movement. What I would tell you though is whenever you touch an area, you need to do a stretch or you need to do a movement of some sort to tell the fascia to open back up. So literally it's simple. Do your stretching routine, and wherever you feel the tightness or the restriction in your body, just literally touch it, and you'll be amazed what happens. You'll go almost instantly further into the stretch because you're sending a signal to that fascia to expand in that area, and it will almost instantly open up, and you can start to add that. Same thing when you do your workout. If you're doing any kind of exercise, you can do that same thing. Wherever you feel tightness, restriction, pain, those types of things, literally just touch it for a second, and you'll be amazed at what happens when you come back around for set number 2 when you try to do it again. It's a pretty amazing thing. It's super simple, but it's crazy effective. I don't know how to explain it, how it works so well, but it really works very well. Next thing is, for knees specifically, water intake. So you're going to stretch before bed. You're going to apply this flexibility technique of touching the sore spots or the restricted spots. And then I want you to, for knees specifically, I want you to make sure that you are hydrated. Okay, knees and water intake are very related. So make sure that you're hydrated. So the typical formula for hydration is this: 50 to 70 ounces of water per day. You don't need to go crazy on hydration. You don't need to overhydrate. 50 to 70 ounces of water per day. And then for the knee health, you need to make sure that you're getting your water and salt balance correctly. So a lot of times we think we need to drink all kinds of water and cut out all the salt. Simply not true. Water and salt have to stay in a balance together. I always tell everybody, if you went to the ER because you were dehydrated, they're not going to give you a bag of water in your IV. They're going to give you a bag of saline. You need to balance water and salt effectively to be hydrated, and that plays a big role in your knee health specifically for hydration. So 50 to 70 ounces of water per day. And whenever you cook your food, when you cook your food, you cook a lot of the salts out of the food. Season it to taste with a good sea salt, Celtic sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, something like that. Just not regular white table salt. So stretch before bed, apply the flexibility technique of just touching the tight and restricted areas. Make sure you're getting plenty of water. And then what you can do, I like to use step-ups. So a step-up, just stepping up on a step. Find whatever level you can step up on that has zero pain. If you can find any, it could be 1 inch high, it could be 12 inches, could be a higher step. Find whatever you can step up on that has zero pain at all associated with it. And I want you to do a few step ups with that. And I want you to gradually build up your ability to do step ups on a higher level with zero pain. And what you're going to find is this: if you go too high and there's pain there, you need to come back down and start at a level that you can do with zero pain, zero discomfort, okay? And you can apply the touching and flexibility technique of just touching the fascia in those areas where you feel tightness or pain or restriction, and gradually build up your ability to do step-ups. As you restore your ability to do step-ups, a lot of times the knee pain magically goes away. So stretch before bed, make sure you're hydrated with 50 to 70 ounces of water per day, salting your cooked food to taste whenever you have cooked food. And then I want you to build up and restore your ability to do step-ups by finding what you can do with zero pain and gradually expanding that up as long as there's zero pain in the process. It's a pretty good formula for improving how your knees feel. Give it a try. I would love to hear, how it's going for you, so you can like, share, comment, whatever. I'd love to hear if this is helpful for you. If you want to learn more about this, a couple ways you can do so. You can check out my book, Cracking Heaven's Code. I'll put a link down in the description here as well. You can check out my book, Cracking Heaven's Code, God's System for Restoring Abundant Health. Will be one place you can start, or you can come on into the gym, BoleyHealthAndFitness.com. Come on into the gym, check us out, and get started here working out with our trainers here in the gym.